a little bit of work to do until I get to that point. But my next speaker, I cannot wait to listen to, and that will be you, Pastor George. If you don't know this guy, he also has a YouTube channel called My Guns, My Religion. You can definitely look at all his videos there.
I got involved with this because every time the liberals trot out and do an anti-gun thing, they get some lily-livered, panty-waist preacher show up and tell you that you don't need to defend yourself, that the police will come and protect you.
That's how a pastor
And I said to myself, it's time for the Black Robe Regiment to come alive again in this country. For preachers to stand up and talk about politics and talk about society without fear. Let's face it, I got God on my side.
God. This is insane.
Together, we gather as one voice here in Erie, Pennsylvania. And that is exactly what terrifies the jackbooted thugs and political hacks that think they own this nation and treat its citizens like slaves. However, when patriots speak with one loud, unified voice, it is enough to shake the walls of Congress and to shatter the ivory towers of the White House itself. That unified voice is the one thing that has the power to return our nation to the constitutional republic that was created for, by, and of the people. In smoke-filled rooms right nearby here, and in secret meetings, divisive plans are created and then peddled to an all-too-asleep American populace with words like common sense and it's for the children. With the same kind of twisted logic used by the Nazi propaganda machine, they promote the disarming of honest citizens, leaving them defenseless in the face of an ever more vicious criminal element and a government that cannot be trusted on any level.
Hell yeah!
You know what? Let's talk first about it, being for the children.
This is a preacher?
To quote Thomas Paine,
this is a preacher.
Arms discourage and keep the invader and plunderer in awe, and preserve order in the world as well as property.
I can just
Horrid mischief would ensue were the law-abiding deprived the use of them.
Can't you?
And in fact, today, we have far more than horrid mischief to show.
A message of hate, of distrust. It is everything against Jesus Christ.
The answer, and I'm just a simple country preacher from a small town in Pennsylvania, to ensure the safety of our school children is elementary and simple. Let me tell you a story. I go to the gymnasium about 5 days a week, and I noticed a young man there with a short crop haircut and an Army t-shirt on. So I asked him, "Are you in the Army?" He said, "Yes, I'm in the reserve, sir." I knew he was telling the truth when he called me sir. I said, he says, "I'm in the Army Reserve." I said, "What's your MOS?" He says, "I'm an MP." I said, "That's a policeman, isn't it?" He says, "Yes, sir." "So you were trained to be a policeman?" He said, "Yes, sir." I said, "What do you do for money when you're not in the reserves?" He says, "I deliver pizzas." We paid for that young man to be trained as a police officer so that he could be home delivering pizzas for $7 an hour instead of paying him $10.50 an hour to go protect our kids in the school system. Have we lost our minds?
Some of the scariest stuff I've ever heard in my life.
But the left is propaganda. That's not propaganda at all.
multiply
This is
that
some of
by
the
the
scariest
thousands
stuff I've ever heard in my
of
life.
United States soldiers that are coming home right now, battle-hardened. How about
the actual militia?
Like, I'm sick to my, I'm literally nauseous. I've been literally nauseous.
I don't know about you, but if I was a crazed
Somewhere
gunman that wanted to break into a school and hurt somebody, I don't think that I would want to take and look in the face of an airborne ranger or Marine Expeditionary Force member or Navy SEAL that has been battle-hardened in places like Fallujah and Tikrit. But instead, they want to take your gun away. Instead of taking and doing something that really makes sense. Support our veterans! Give them a job when they come home! Give them a role model for the children to look up to! Instead of people like, who's this guy, Little J or WV?
This is not a gun rights rally. This is an extremist, nut job, teabagger, right-wing rally. Exactly.
My friends,
nothing, none of this has anything to do with gun rights.
That the likes of Joe Biden
I can't believe.
I
can't believe it.
I can't believe nobody booed Joe Biden. Is because to him the intoxication of power is nearly as alluring as the whiskey he so liberally partakes of, most likely from a brown paper sack.
People need to realize what's really going on.
Sometimes I get a bit of flack alluding to the fact that Joe is a bit of a drunk.
I couldn't believe all the Vietnam vets around me were shitting themselves. The speaker before this guy. I mean, I can't imagine what they're probably saying with this guy up there. But all the Vietnam vets were like, I can't fucking believe this shit. I can't believe that this is happening. I can't believe that they haven't cited him yet. They said if they come, we're gonna ask them to leave. If they don't leave, we're gonna cite them. That's what Bowers said. I mean,
to an ever-growing and bloated federal
I'm actually really upset about that.
Recently, the pretender-in-chief, Barack Hussein Abdullah Muhammad Tikrit Obama, the Grand Sheik of Washington, sent letters to 16 governors in the United States telling them that they would be arrested and tried for treason if they did not disband their state militias. State militias specifically allowed for under the Constitution, or as Obama likes to call it, his personal doormat.
This is dividing people. This is scaring the shit out of people.
To quote George Mason,
it is.
I asked,
the left and right vote.
What?
How does the left scare people? How does the left scare people? We sit around in parks. We sit around in parks. That's how we scare people.
The 99% movement had rapes and murders.
Oh my God!
An unarmed and docile populace that may be ruled at the whim of a dictatorial socialist regime who cares not for the rights of the Second Amendment nor any other right granted to them by God Himself.
This is extremism. What we are seeing before.
Oh my God! Cities like here in Erie, where the town council cannot seem to understand that the state preemption on them passing any gun laws. Now we find ourselves in a court battle to win back that which is clearly ours in the first place.
No, but you support it.
One has to ask themselves if the local.
But you support it. You don't agree with everything it says, but you support it. What do you mean when you support? You supported that banner right there. You paid for that. As I understand it, you also made a cash donation to Open Carry Pennsylvania. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? No. No?
You have to use that debit card or PayPal or something.
And it appears that Mayor Siddick,
I guess, it was easier just to, donate the signs we can see right there.
As to whether or not you have a
303 Inc. Sign Shop proudly displaying its corporate logo.
You know why you liberals make such good protesters? Because you don't have to be to work the next day. There, that's all I have to say.
You have no problem ignoring your rights under the First Amendment.
Yeah, you don't know all the work that I've done in my life.
Under the Fifth Amendment.
You don't know all the work that I've done in my life. You don't know a single thing about me, but yet, instead of, addressing the issue, you make a personal attack, which basically seems to be the way that these things always go. When you have no argument, with no response, you make wild accusations.
We'll see how you edit your thing out,
Perhaps the wholesale trashing of the Constitution
I guess we'll see how I edit it
out. I was trying to talk to you calmly.
That he would have more latitude to do what he needed to do after the election.
must have said something different from what you were saying.
Patrick Henry said this: guard with jealous attention the public liberty. Suspect everyone who approaches that jewel.
This is some very dangerous
Unfortunately,
language.
nothing will preserve
I can't believe that
but
303
downright
Sign
force.
Shop supports this
Whenever you give up that force,
dangerous
you
language.
are ruined. The great object is that every man be armed. Everyone who is able might have
Sign
a
Shop got
gun.
snookered, thinking this was just a
So
gun
today,
rally.
we put
You know,
the
when it turned out to actually be
socialist
an
rulers
extremist
on notice
rally.
that we have found you out, and
And a
we,
violation
the
of
people,
the law.
say no. We say no.
So,
No! 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 We'll fight you in the courthouses! We'll fight you in the ballot boxes, and if need be, and I pray it never comes to this, we will fight you in the streets!
That's not cool.
wow! Really?
We will not go into the night silently like whimpering lambs, loaded onto trains into relocation or re-education camps. My people did that already in the 40s,
Brought to
and
you
we
by
say never
303
again.
Sign Shop.
We're American patriots, and we are a force to be reckoned with.
No, you're not.
We always have been, and we always will be. Mullen Lobby, come and take it.
Please take his gun. He's obviously not fit to carry. He's obviously not fit
do
to
not
carry.
know how to take the mic after that.